Guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about how your environment possesses you. Did you know you are possessed right now? You're possessed. The energy of your environment is possessing you, right? You can feel it. If you're traveling, you can feel it. One city doesn't feel like the other city, right? If you're in New York, you go to LA, those cities feel different. If you're in Miami and then you go to Seattle, those feelings feel different. Every city has its own feeling. Every place has its own energy. Everywhere has its own energetic signature. And you have to understand that, I don't know, I was going to pull it up, but it's kind of like entrainment. So if you, there's like this video and it shows these little thingies and they're entraining to each other, right? That's how it is for whatever environment you're in. Let me see if I can find the video real quick. But basically what it's called is entrainment. So guys, if you look at this exact specific video right here, tuning forks, this is your environment. Every environment you're in has its own energy, right? And basically any place you go to, any place you live, your environment, it's always the core vibration of the environment. It's always going to try to get your energy to sync to it. That's why environment is so important. That's why when you become successful, you start making money, you surround yourself by people who are successful making money as well, because it feels better, right? You're going to achieve more, right? Or, you know, if you're trying to become successful, it's so difficult to do it in a bad environment because the energetic signature of that environment is actually holding you back. Remember what I said. It's like being possessed. It's unconscious. You don't even feel it. You don't realize it. This is how it feels like to be in a bad environment. So if you want to be successful and you're in a bad environment, you're doing your best to do whatever it is that you need to do that's going to allow you to be successful. But your environment, right, is pulling you in the opposite direction. So you might feel a bit lazy, you might feel a bit undisciplined, you might feel like it's hard for you to do what you know you need to do. That's because you're in the wrong environment. Your environment is trying to pull you. If you're in an environment surrounded by people telling you you cannot achieve your dreams, your goals, and you're in an environment where people have a bad mindset, you're being pulled. You're literally being pulled. Literally, it sounds so crazy. But the version of you in an environment that is conducive to your goals and the version of you in an environment that holds you back from achieving your goals, it's two completely different environments. It's literally it's super different. Perfect example of this, what you can be in the bad environment, you're chasing your goals, and you wake up in the morning and it feels difficult and hard to get out of bed, right? Because that's the energy of the environment. It's possessing you and compelling you to act in a certain way. Vice versa, you could be in an environment where, you know, everyone around you is chasing their goals and achieving their dreams, and it feels super easy and effortless for you to wake up in the morning and for you to chase your dreams and goals. It's the environment. Everyone is so focused on discipline or their daily habits. Everyone is so focused on, you know, oh, this is what I must do, not realizing the invisible causes, the invisible reasons and cause of why they act in the first place. It's your environment is so important. Your environment, your frequency. So basically, to simplify everything, the frequency of your environment possesses you and compels you to act in a certain way. Even if you look at, let's say you look at college, for example. A lot of people go to college and they start partying, drinking, doing drugs. Why? The environment, right? It's way less likely for a kid who's homeschooled to do that type of stuff. But in college, that's where people go crazy because everyone around them is drinking and doing drugs, so they drink and do drugs too. It's the environment, right? So you have to understand how this works on a very deep level. The invisible causes, which is the reason, the primary core for the actions you take, is your frequency. It's the energetic signature. It's the invisible things that's happening around you that you cannot see with your physical eye. Remember, your physical eyes cannot see anything, right? If you are solely relying on your physical eyes to be able to navigate the simulation, you're screwed because the physical eyes can't see anything. You have to understand that that which controls everything physically is invisible. Your environment, your core vibrational frequency, the beliefs in your subconscious mind that keep you on a certain frequency. And you have to then begin doing the work to shift your environment and then also shift the programs in your subconscious mind so that you can begin to shift your frequency. And then when you do that, You're going to be able to attract every single thing that you want. That's basically the law of attraction. Manifest anything you want. But you have to understand that's the way it would need to be. That's going to allow you to get everything you want in an easy, effortless way, right? You realize that, if something is absolutely and utterly extremely difficult and extremely hard, a lot of the times you're just doing it in the wrong environment, or you're doing it on the wrong frequency. You fix the environment and you fix your frequency by reprogramming your subconscious mind, and that which you thought was hard becomes super easy and effortless. It's that simple. But everyone's fighting this battle upstream, this battle uphill, because they don't understand the energetic signature of their environment. They don't understand their core vibrational frequency, their own energy, their own auric field that compels and that compels them to take certain actions. People think they wake up one day and they say, "Oh, well, I'm going to take this action, this action." No, your actions are already written. Because the frequency determines the actions you take, right? Your frequency determines the actions you take. You consciously think you're going to take that action, but your frequency actually determines that you are possessed by your frequency.